Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast presented to you by the CSPN. I'm one third of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, aka Niggamort, aka I ain't even got no aka this week. And as usual, I'm joined by my friends and my co-hosts.
Hey everybody, it's Candace, aka London and Mommy on Twitter, aka I got a actual mic now, so I'm not sounding like I'm hiding in a cave while we record. We got a lot to cover, so I don't have a ton of AKAs.
And the third member of our team.
Hey guys, it's Curtis. I just want to say that I do like tamales. That's all I have to say.
Oh, you're doing amazing, friend.
But yeah, so as usual, guys, make sure you use the hashtag Ratchet Ramblings Pod so we can see what you have to say. Also, remember to send us your favorite moments from the past year in preparation for the 1 year anniversary show. And I'm going to throw it to Jeremy so he can pay the bills. And then I have some random ramblings that I just want to run through before we get to some of the other things that we have to talk about.
That is correct. As I said, you are listening to a CSPN production. Go to our website, cspn.us, and click that Ratchet Ramblings tab and listen to all of our episodes thus far, so you can get those, moments that you loved from the past year. And again, use the hashtag Ratchet Ramblings Pod and tell us what you like. Some of you all have been doing that. Thank you so much. We are going to compile it for the anniversary show. Once we got to see what Candy's cooking in the niggy pot over there. But also, if you enjoy what the hell we got to say about and these jokes that's gonna fly, never forget that these jokes gonna fly about these folks on reality TV looking the fuck stupid. Mosey on over to that Keep Our Podcast free tab. Shop with all of our many sponsors from Blue Apron, Wink Wine Co., Buster Tees, Amazon. It's of no extra cost to you. It just gives the network a portion of the brick to keep Ratchet Ramblings, Crown and Collars, and all the other Bad and Boozy, and all the other shows on the network free. So you, the listener, won't have to pay to listen to me sound like I'll leave it, throw it up to my friends. What do I sound like?
Oh, I was leaving it for Candace. I feel like I always
listen. I feel like we have compared your voice to so many types of pork, crackling, hog mugs. Honestly, we just don't want y'all to have to pay for Jeremy to sound like he's still waiting on his freedom papers. So
that's fair. That's fair. Because I wouldn't pay for that shit.
He sound like Juneteenth.
Yeah. Yo, somebody said that. Somebody added the show page and said, I forgot who it was.
You know what's speaking of Juneteenth, next year we all need to make it to is it Charlotte for the annual Do-Rag Festival?
Yes.
When I saw that, you were the first person I thought of, and I was like, does Jeremy know about this? Why is he not there?
Right. Somebody added me with it. Thank you so much, friend. Your support means everything.
Please cash app Jeremy so he can start getting his Velvet Do-Rag collection together for next year's Do-Rag Fest.
Yes. Let us do this.
Nigga, power's gonna grow like Superman when he get close to the sun.
Yeah, the niggy powers. Yeah. And just know that your cash out proceeds will not be gone in vain, be wasted on your money.
No fan con here.
No
fan con. No weave con.
No wiggy weaves.
No wiggy weaves. No. I don't know. And a lot of scams came to light last week on Twitter, and that's crazy. Y'all need to learn how to use discernment, especially when your money is involved, because pretty much all of us are working day working class, everyday people, and $300 being up in the air for any everyday working class person is a lot of fucking money. So the fact that y'all are not using discernment on Al Gore's internet is very strange to me. I feel, I don't know. Do y'all like getting scammed? You can't want to possibly fit in this much that you are cash apping people for your weaves. Like,
let the good sis discernment bless you.
Wait,
please.
Cash App.
Listen, Curtis, it was wild
You
wild revelations on that.
Yeah, you will sleep, but oof.
We'll talk about it after we record. You're gonna be dumbfounded.
The ghetto.
Wish y'all could see the way how perked up. Cash App.
I get so confused because I'm one of those people that I like, matter of fact, we're probably, we're kind of old school. This internet shopping shit is all the rage for the younger people because it came around the same time all this social media came around. But for people in their mid to late 30s and older, online shopping is some shit that we kind of get into, but not really. Like, only to a point. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be like, I get very skeptical of shopping with small retailers and shit like that.
I was gonna say because I'll fuck up some online shopping.
Amazon,
Twitter. I'm looking sideways.
Yeah, like Amazon and shit like that. Vendors who take PayPal and things like that. But some of y'all just don't care. Y'all shopping with people who telling y'all to pay for your products through Western Union and MoneyGram and shit. And I'm just like, what is really the fuck happening here?
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, is all I have to say. Because some people don't have discernment, and you can't save people. So good luck. Good luck.
Speaking of discernment, y'all get real weird about death when people die, and you act like who they were when they were living is completely different from who they are in death.
That was a segue, friend. Well done.
Thank you so much. I've been doing things to get better with this, but so the rap. I don't call him a rapper. I heard one song ever by him, and it just sounded like off-key singing. But the musician known as XXXTentacion, he was shot and killed outside of a car dealership. And Twitter has gotten really performative about it. And he was an abuser. He was homophobic.
Supported Dylan Roof.
He was a fan of Dylan Roof. He called himself Little Dylan Roof with heart emojis.
Said that black people.
He made a comment that said, if y'all, since y'all want to keep calling me an abuser, watch how I abuse y'all little sister pussy or something in that nature.
Yeah, you said it verbatim, and then said that you basically said that black people just complain about racism. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, he said black people just love to play the race card. Racial profiling is not a real thing.
So
he also said that he didn't identify as black.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. He didn't identify as black. So celebrities got really performative. There's a lot of I don't like to use the word canceled because canceled has taken on some weird ass performative meaning on social media. But I saw the likes of Jadana, Wale, J. Cole, of course Kanye West. You know that big titty bitch gonna try to be in the mix whenever he can. Scott Jackson, K. Michelle.
Yeah. That's off the top of my head, but
yeah, they basically went on this rant about.
Erykah Badu.
Oh, come on, are we really shocked?
I mean,
Are we really shocked by Hotep Badu? There's nothing Hotep Badu loves more than going against the best interest of Black women and the LGBT community. If there's an opportunity to go against those two marginalized groups, she is going to fly that stinking moth smelling head wrap high. So
head wrap smelling like beard. But that's neither here nor there. But me and Bianca talked about this on Crown and Collards, and I will echo my sentiments there that I had on here. And this is me speaking for me. This is not me trying to speak for my other two co-hosts. This is Jeremy, speaking for I understand some people don't, like to wish death. That's fine. I respect, that's your choice, that's your belief. I respect that. But far as me, good. That nigga gone, good. That nigga was a fucking menace. He was a monster. He was unapologetic about the shit too. And the fact that his girlfriend that he abused went to his vigil and his fans harassed and attacked her, fuck that nigga. And the fact that he's gone is honestly, it's one less abuser in the world. And I keep that same energy. If George Zimmerman died, I'm gonna be celebrating. If Darren Wilson died, I'm gonna be celebrating. XX that nigga dead is gone, and hey, celebrate good times. So again, this is me speaking for me. Now, if you feel differently, that's fine, but fuck that nigga. And that's pretty much where I stand on the shit. And fuck, people did a lot of performing for a nigga who I knew more about his abusive behavior than I knew about his goddamn music. Motherfuckers did a lot of performing on that shit. And
it's not even that for me. It's people did a lot of performing when they constantly have jokes and comments about the death of Aaliyah Steele. Every time Whitney Houston is brought up, they don't waste any time hesitating to make a drowning joke or a crack joke and shit of that nature. So that's why I was like, y'all are performing, because in 2018, I've seen quite a few of the people performing make plane crash jokes in regards to Aaliyah.
Steele.
So it was just kind of, I just kind of checked out on it. I was like, It is, and my sentiments are, one, I never paid enough attention to the guy to wish death on him. That's first and foremost. I also did not care enough to celebrate his death. I was indifferent. He was a monster while he was living. And just because he's dead, you're not going to stop people from discussing it. When he died, he was on probation. No, not probation. He was on bail, and he was on special orders from a judge to be able to travel to make money. But other than that, he had 15 pending felony charges, including tampering with evidence and intimidating witnesses and stuff like that. And there are videos still floating around the internet of him beating up the ex-girlfriend on another occasion. So it's just kind of like,
and talking about the gay man that he assaulted. So it's just like, again, for me, one less abuser alive, in my opinion, is a good thing. So, and that's just where I stand on it. So good luck, everybody. And thank you so much.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all I have for that.
And don't smoke crack.
Yeah, so
let's move on.
If ever there's a time to admit that you were once a drug addict, it's not when you're coming to the defense of an abuser, a rapist, and a homophobe, is what I want to say. Also, stop referring to 20-year-olds as kids when you're trying to downplay their disgusting monster-like behavior. Yeah, people talking about 20 is a kid. 20 is a kid to who? Because I've seen y'all die on heels when it comes to R. Kelly calling the girls that he messed with adults and able to consent when they're 18 and 19. But now 20 is a kid. But 18 and 19, when it comes to a predator like R. Kelly, is an adult. Y'all looking funny in the light. So speaking of funny in the light, Kanye West is a great producer. You're never going to be able to take that away from him. But the series of projects that he just produced for Pusha T, Nas,
and
Tiana, they are so mediocre. Holy shit. I feel like he is the shadiest white woman calf having bitch on planet Earth. Because woo, those albums sound like he's the main artist and it features them. Like that Tiana album is so bad. Oh my God.
Okay. So what you're saying is Kanye got white cafeteria lady cankles, is what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That nigga got some big
them albums sound like cankles. Well, let me not say them albums because I only listen to Tiana's, and first and foremost, 23 minutes of mediocrity is just blowing me right now.
The ghetto.
It to me, honestly, I don't want to say that the album was bad, but it was nowhere near all right, and it damn sure wasn't good. It just, to me, it sounded like a bunch of throwaway tracks. It sounded like a cutting room floor album. There was only one song that I was like, I mean, I guess I could listen to this again. And
I think it was that You're Gonna Love Me song. That's like the only song I really like.
No, I didn't like that song. It was a Rose in Harlem. And then that made me mad because apparently there's like a different version of the song, because I saw it on her Instagram. Somebody was like, this is the version I want to hear. And she gonna retweet it on Twitter talking about me too. And I was like, sis. The last song, WTP, Work That Pussy. I can see the gays going. I already saw the gays going up for that. And you know, Tiana, she does that whole fag hag thing. So that song, not to say that it's a good song, but I can see people going up for it. And the only other thing that stuck out to me, and it wasn't in a good way, was the song about a threesome called Three Way. And the only thing I was sitting there felt like Evelyn when somebody was saying something dumb and she just got her head in her hands like, oh, look, another song about a threesome with a man and two women. Groundbreaking. And then Candace, Candace said she sounded depressed, and I was like, well,
yeah, like if you don't have a song about a threesome, that shit should sound so, like, it should sound so amazing that the people listening to it should be ready to fuck something. I was like, did she want to have this threesome? Right. Like, she sounds like she just did it because she knew Iman would sling that big dick elsewhere if he didn't.
Right. And then now that I've been racking my brain trying to think of what song that sounded like, and I wonder if it's just a coincidence or if it's like an interpolation. But it was what song? It was on Sisqó's first solo album.
Was it like How Can I Love You? Yes. Yeah.
That's what that song kind of sounded like the way she sang some parts of it. On the part where she was like something about turning me on. But other than that, I was like, but this turns me off. I don't like it, sis. I want to turn this off. I just expected a lot more. Like her last album, I still jammed some of the songs to that. Like it was a good effort. And then this, I'm going to be quite honest with y'all. When I heard this and I've seen kind of the up and down reviews of the other stuff that Kanye has done, the only thing I kept thinking in my head was that picture of Killmonger, and I was like, is this your genius?
I mean, I mean, good luck, everybody, but I mean, oof.
They were bad. That album is the worst out of the three, and it's because I don't feel like Tiana needed him to do her album.
She didn't. She should have. I mean, I was like, if this was what you could have gone independent and released something way better. Like if you are under the tutelage of someone that's supposed to be a musical genius, and this is what they give you, and it almost feels like the artists didn't really have a say in what it was going to sound like.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, so putting all of this together, you know, Kanye changing Pusha T's album cover at the last minute and just telling him he was going to do it, and Nas album dropping late, and Tiana album dropping late, and the songs that the versions of songs she wanted on the album not being on there. It's just kind of like, it just further reinforces what type of person Kanye is, in my opinion. And he thinks he's so much more creative and genius than he really is. And that's annoying to me.
I feel like he was much more creative before. I don't know. I don't pinpoint the exact time, but I'm sure somebody will probably scream it out when they listen to this. But this is not genius. This is not even talented. This is mediocre Kanye.
This is head ass.
And mediocre is being generous.
Yeah. It just like and you know what? I should have known it was some bullshit to begin with, because when I went to Apple Music to listen to the album, you know how usually when you click on the album, they have like a whole paragraph already written. Yeah. That shit had one tired ass sentence. And it was like, it was something to the effect of this is the end of the some kind of trilogy. They were saying the good music trilogy ends on a sultry note, and that was it.
There was nothing sultry about that album.
It just sounded so forced.
It's so dry, and like she didn't sound like she was even happy to be singing those songs.
Yeah.
It was. So what y'all telling me, because I didn't listen to the fucking album and don't have no intentions to. So what y'all telling me is it sounded like that clip from Insecure of "I Hate Slavery," but as an album.
No, you know what it sounded like? It sounded like when Countess Vaughn was making fun of Jill Scott. I like Tiana Taylor, but this album is a no-go for me.
Yeah, it's a keep it away from me.
Good luck, girl.
All right. Well,
speaking of good luck, so remember we were talking about Candy having a show coming out from Candy Coated Nights. It actually premieres on July 1st. I didn't realize it was coming out so soon.
Okay.
So,
secure the bag.
I'm just saying congratulations because I like Candy. I'm not saying I'm gonna watch it, but congratulations, Candy, on Candy Coated Nights. Also, I just saw this week Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is coming back on July 23rd, and I was confused because it seems early for it to be coming back.
Very, because they take a significant little break in between seasons.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know what happened? Love and Hip Hop Miami happened, and so it kind of throws the schedule off. Because I thought Love and Hip Hop Hollywood was like the fall into winter show, and then we get Love Hip Hop New York winter in the spring, then we get Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But somewhere along the way,
overlap.
Yeah, somewhere along the way when Miami got thrown in the mix with New York, it fucked up the rotation.
Well, because Hollywood was still on when Miami premiered, wasn't it?
It was
no, New York was on. New York and Miami overlapped.
Oh, I don't know. It just still seems early, and But it looks like they're gonna be talking about K Michelle and all of her medical issues with her fake booty and Tiara lawsuit with the whole revenge porn video thing. Something about Ray J and Princess that I didn't care about. But that was it. They didn't really show anybody else. So it looks like those three are gonna be probably three of the big storylines for the season. And I'm kind of on the fence, but I don't know. And then Hazel's not gonna be. Hazel got a brand new face.
Listen, Hazel a whole new bitch.
She's still ugly.
I was gonna say, let's not give her too much, but she does have a new face. But I don't know who else is gonna be on there because Masika not gonna be on there, right?
I don't know.
Is it Masika or is it the other one? What's the other girl name? Alexis Sky?
Alexis Sky. I don't think Alexis Sky gonna be on there. Which
we'll see. I don't know. I
mean,
I don't have high hopes for Hollywood.
I was gonna say, I mean, it ain't like we missing anything from either one of them, to be perfectly honest.
Listen, because if it's Boo Boo, then shit, it may not even get covered. I don't know. They're gonna have to pull somebody interesting for me to be interested in watching it. But it does premiere on the 23rd, so, and that is, I believe, the day before our 1 year anniversary. So that's a thing.
Okay, all right.
So the last thing and I think Candace may have something else before I do. I'm gonna do my random thoughts before we get into the shows. So y'all's president's wife is just as bad as he is. So fuck that bitch, and that's all I have to say on that.
Correct. Yeah. I'm so tired of y'all doing that thing that y'all do where y'all act like white women are just victims and they don't know any better and they are in need of rescuing and help and this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something. That bitch know who she married. Donald Trump been a bigot and a racist and a misogynist and a sexual assaulter and a crook for a long fucking time. And she was attracted to that power and that wealth until she had to spend her whole life on the Summer Jam screen because his fat ass wanted to become president. That bitch is as bad as he is, probably even worse. Cause she where's she from? She Russian, her goddamn self.
Something.
What is she?
Russian or Romanian, one of those.
Child, you know they don't like marginalized groups. That bitch took her ass. First of all, what the fuck is you doing in hot ass Texas with a long sleeve parka on, bitch?
Candace got that new mic and you felt that shit.
Like that shit irked me so bad. I don't care, do y'all? Bitch, yes we do. We sure fucking do care. But you and your fat ass orange husband don't, and that's obvious. Thank you so much for confirming it.
Speaking of things that people do to make white women and sexual victims, Teray, boy, fuck you. I didn't even know you were still alive.
It's been fucked Teray. He had me blocked since 2009.
What is Teray?
Curtis.
It used to be a MTV VJ.
Oh, it's a person. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the one that did that interview.
Oh, Torre, like tour and then an E on the end.
Yeah. Yeah, him.
I still don't know who that is, but I know the name. I've seen the name get dragged on Twitter. So
he was the one that did that interview with R. Kelly and was like, "Nigga, you do know you talking about when R. Kelly said when he asked him like, do you know these girls are young?" And R. Kelly asked was like, "How young? How young we talking?" That nigga that did that interview, but he been on some bullshit since forever. So it's just like,
yeah, I've seen the name. Yeah, I didn't know that's how you said it. That's why I was confused because I didn't care. I was like, "Oh, look at you getting dragged again. Good luck, sis."
Yeah, shit. He confused too, talking about I'm not sure if Melania knew what she was doing. Boy, I was like, is everything okay in your home? Are you okay?
I mean, because from what I saw from the draggings online, apparently Melania never wears anything that's less than like $1,000, and that jacket is like a H&M jacket. So like somebody had to go out of their way to find this probably
obscure cheap ass jacket
from H&M, and y'all trying to say like, oh, it didn't have no hidden meaning or anything. There was no message. And I'm like, why would you even wear something like that? Like you would never have caught any of the other first ladies, and I'm including the other white women, and we know they trash too. But they have enough class not to have worn some shit like that.
They would drag First Lady Obama to hell and back when she would wear a sleeveless dress.
Right.
But y'all telling me a jacket that literally says, "I don't care, do you" on the back, while she's going to visit these detention center for these separated immigrant children. You telling me that had absolutely no meaning? None? Zero?
I also saw something where they were saying that there may have been some like actors in that visit, like it wasn't like a real visit. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I just saw someone that's like, oh, such and such, you know, such and such actors were like, I guess, I don't know, child actors were spotted, and I was like, oh, this is a flaming mess.
The ghetto.
But yeah, I mean, you lost me at a jacket in Texas. Now, granted, it's been, I don't remember where in Texas that was, but I know here in Houston, it's been rainy this past week, but it's still humid in the motherfucker. So a jacket, nobody wearing no jacket. She trash. Good luck. Bye, bitch.
Yeah. So, Curtis's random ramblings. Let's go.
Okay, so these are just some random thoughts that I had throughout the week. So the first one is a question that I pose just in general. I just throw it out into the atmosphere. And I want people to ask themselves, are you really as unbothered as you claim to be if you have to hurl insults at someone for saying or commenting in a way that you don't like? That includes calling somebody a basic bitch and all of that kind of stuff. I'm just throwing it out there. You know, I'm not trying to drag anybody. I don't have anybody specific in mind, but when I think of the word unbothered, calling somebody a basic bitch does not fall under that umbrella. Yeah, that's it on that one. The next thought, I had to LOL at the internet dragging The Rock because apparently he always has like a white wife in his movies. And I don't know why that tickled me. Good luck. He has a new movie coming out, another disaster movie, and I'm just like,
another one.
I don't dislike The Rock at all. I kind of like The Rock, but I'm like, this nigga's really making the same movies over and over and over. Okay, I mean, get your check, I guess.
That's what I was about to say. I'm not mad at him getting his coin, but he won't be getting mine for the same 3 movies. For that nigga plays the same character from Fast and Furious in every movie now.
Every movie.
Yeah.
And it don't matter what they put next to him. One movie got a big ass monkey. The next movie got a falling building. It's all the same shit. Anyway, I thought that was funny because they were like, oh, so you just ain't gonna never have no woman of color. You always got a white wife. Indeed.
Isn't his wife in real life white?
I don't know. I thought she was
like, because he just had a baby, right?
Yeah, but I thought she was brown.
Oh, okay.
It might be white passing. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I was gay when I saw he like had a woman. I was like, all right.
I don't care anymore. Bye.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like when you know you don't have a chance at the dick, even though you probably never had a chance at the dick, but now you really know. This is kind of like,
well, it wasn't even that. It was, you know, I was just like, because that don't usually deter me, but I guess when you know what? Never mind.
She looks. I just looked at. She looks white passing.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, and that was probably what turned me off. Not the fact that he has a woman, but I was just like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right now.
Getting a life. Next, I listened to that Booed Up song that I've been seeing a lot of people talking about.
Oh my God, I hate that fucking song.
And I have this to say, and this is what I have to say. Get off my damn lawn. Thank you so much. And the last thought is the Carters have predictably caused a bunch of reactions, but there was one in particular that I saw that stood out to me, and I'm still confused. So apparently this person is a Kim Kardashian stan, which
I think I know who you're talking about.
And I didn't even look at the context all the way because I was like, the ending thought, the two things did not make sense going together. But this person was saying that they love Kim because she rides for her man and blah 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 blah. And then it jumped to Jay could have chartered a plane and went to the wedding and went back the same day because they just released an album about how rich they are. And I was like, well, what does one have to do with the other? If you were making a comparison, wouldn't that be Kim K rides for her man? Let's see if Beyonce rides for Jay, the same. Like, I don't understand the comparison. Number two, and I could be in the minority on this, but I don't think when Beyonce and Jay-Z brag about their money and their lifestyle and all of that, that it's bragging towards common people. I think that's more bragging towards other celebrities. Like, y'all need to get y'all.
It absolutely
they never say anything. They never punch down.
No.
Talk about
They
that
like
stuff.
that one line when Jay says, like, we measure wealth by the success of the people around us. If everybody around you broke except for you, you're not getting money like you say you do, or some shit like that.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, he's talking to people that claim to be on their level.
Exactly. So, because I did see a thing like his line about oh, that's another thing. So two things. That line where he was saying niggas would rather work for the man than work with me. And I saw someone's like that was like a shot at Drake.
Yes,
and
in Apple Music.
Yeah, and they posted that article when Drake signed that deal with Apple Music. And then I saw a tweet that went viral. Somebody misquoted it, and that was what irritated me about it. They misquoted it, talking about niggas would rather work for the man than work for me. And they was like, well, Jay, when was you hiring the fuck? And I was like, well, that's not what he said. He's not talking about, if he was talking about hiring, I was like, I wish y'all would listen. Like, I get it, trying to make jokes and everything, but I don't know. I'm a bah humbug ass nigga. I'm like, if you misquoting the shit to make your joke, it's not funny to me. It sounds stupid. You look stupid. But people were retweeting that, and I was like, okay, so y'all just okay.
Well, we know people don't read, so you know.
Don't read.
Good luck.
Yeah, those were the random ramblings for the week. Cool. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Before we get into the show, that white woman that called the police on that 8-year-old girl for selling water on a really hot day in California.
Suffer.
Y'all would be so much better off in life if y'all minded y'all fucking business, but then you don't. And now you're losing money because you didn't mind your fucking business. Matter of fact, you would have been better off buying a $2 bottle of water with your thirsty ass, and you wouldn't be running into all these problems. So the lady owns like a cannabis type business, and they carry like her tinctures in dispensaries, and like she's, you know, pretty known in California as one of the few women in the cannabis industry. But now people are pulling out of working with her. There are dispensaries no longer carrying her products, and suffer, bitch, forever.
When you do clownery.
When you do hating. Let me tell you what really pissed me off about that. White people love to have their kids setting up fucking lemonade stands, going door to fucking door, asking do people need their grass cut or they snow the fuck shoveled. That's them teaching their children good business practices, good money habits, hard work, determination. But you would actually imply, she claimed she didn't really call the police on the little girl. But still, why the fuck are you speaking to my child if you're not about to buy no water and get the fuck on? I really suffer, ma'am. Fuck you. Fuck your tinctures. You a drug dealer snitching. Fuck you and fuck everything you stand for. And I hope all your products get pulled from every dispensary across the country. You fat funky bitch hiding behind that stoop calling the police. The mama should have whipped your ass and gave you a reason to call the police. Don't speak to my kid. Don't talk to my kid. Don't. And anything other than I'll take a water is gonna get your ass whooped fucking with my kid.
I love this song. I love this song.
And
One
shout
more.
out to the little girl, because from what I saw online, hopefully it was true, because you know how them niggas are. But it said that she was selling the water, trying to like get money to go to Disney World. Somebody saw it and supposedly bought like 4 tickets. Now I don't know if that was tickets to the park. Maybe it was Disneyland, and that maybe they could just go, because I'm like, if they have to anyway. So hopefully that was true, and I hope she enjoys. I hope they drink a whole bunch of water and laugh at that bitch while she gets her shit pulled. Yep.
One more thing before we get to the shows, and since Curtis brought up the Carters, Ja Rule, went on Instagram saying that with from the success of the Carters, with their joint album, that he and Ashanti might do a joint album, and I just would like to know,
are you well, sir? Is everything okay?
is everything okay at home? Because nobody, goddamn curse. But nobody wants this, sir. Nobody wants this.
First of all, don't nobody want to see Ashanti doing choreography, scooting across no goddamn stage.
Yeah, we don't.
Or in no video with their version of ape shit. London is saying hi to her uncle. She's waving. She just got up from the nap.
Hey, London. Oh yeah, I agree. And my thing is, y'all not even releasing music. Not that anybody's asking for it, but
Ja Rule should be so lucky he not in jail for that shit with that event that didn't happen. The fire. Yeah, he should be glad he's not in jail. I wish he would sit the fuck down and be quiet. Shut up and eat your food.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. Even though 50 Cent trash as fuck, 50 Cent posted that thing that Ja Rule was working as a janitor. That shit was funny. I was like, you ain't shit for this, you raggedy bastard. But
you trash ass nigga, but this is funny.
Yeah, if it's funny, I laugh most of the time. And that was funny. But he's still trash.
Correct.
Ja Rule, you trash too, because we don't want it. We don't want that. Stop trying to tote yourselves. Stop trying to tote Ashanti as another version of Beyonce. She is not it. She never was. She never was. And whoever wrote that article for Billboard or Rolling Stone or whoever talking about when Beyonce came out, how she was no Ashanti, I'm sure that person still is feeling the wrath and feeling stupid. So Jeffrey, stop it. Stop it.
First of all, just let Ashanti just be minding her business, be on Instagram looking good. Just let her eat her food.
Right. Like they performing somewhere. Y'all up doing something, like leave it alone. Let it be that. I get it that the Carters are something to aspire to, but
everybody ain't able.
Especially not y'all.
Favor ain't fair.
Especially not y'all. It's just not there. It's not realistic. It's just not realistic. But anyway, I don't have nothing else.
Yeah, that's it.
So
we only have 3 shows.
We only have 3, and Potomac was pretty dry. So I just want to say 2 things about Potomac. Number 1, I was laughing my ass off when Karen called security on Giselle and Robin. It was funny to me.
Yes.
I was like, you better call I was in here screaming, you better call motherfucking security.
I mean, it's what
was funny to me. And it was what they deserve, because they were trash as fuck. For that whole thing was stupid. And the other thing that stood out to me from that episode, Candace and that white man, they do not need to be getting married.
So Candace is how can I say this?
I'm on with it, friend.
Her mother has really turned her into She's not allowed her to grow up. Is the best way that I can
That
describe
is a
it.
much better way of saying it than
Right. I was like,
her mother has
up.
coddled her, babied her, for so long that she has no sense of what it's like to be an adult woman in a relationship. She is a child and she expects to be treated as such by everybody around her.
And that why
when her fiance was like, listen, when people have budgets, the purpose of a budget is to stick to a budget. Not every time something doesn't meet your budget, you just try to expand the budget more. That's not how this works. And I agree with him. If you can't have the wedding of your dreams with $140,000, you don't need to fucking get married.
160.
Oh, did the dad say he was gonna put in more?
No, but they're putting in like 20 of their own. Or 20.
Yeah, 20 of their own. The dad is putting in 20. Is the mom putting in more? Because I thought she said 100,000.
No, I think, or maybe, or you might be right then. Maybe it is 104. I thought it was 160.
Whatever it is, that's
over
a lot of
$100,000. It's over that. You should be able to do everything that you want with that much money. Like when he started breaking down the math and was like 300, like 60,000 of it alone is gonna be food. Because y'all got plates that are $200 a head for 300 guests. Like,
you want to know what's so ridiculous about that? I don't care who's making the food other than the actual chefs from the Food Network. None of reception food is just never that fucking great. Because it's so much, it's mass cooked.
Because it's mass cooked. You think about for 300, like unless y'all are serving Paleotaurus or whatever dinosaur flanks, like if I'm not eating pterodactyl, if the Pink Ranger is not coming and serving me pterodactyl shanks, why are y'all having plates for $200 a pop? I don't get that.
Yeah,
then she want to cover the whole ceiling of whatever venue in flowers, and it's just like, do you not have any concept of how much flowers fucking cost? Flowers
First
are
of
expensive.
all, I'm not trying to be funny. Bitch, I don't want no flowers over my fucking head while I'm eating. I'm not even being funny. Who the fuck, of all the weddings the three of us have ever gone to, how many times have you looked at the fucking ceiling?
Not never.
Exactly 0.
Ashley with her goofy ass, she made a good point. She was like, girl, the only thing people gonna remember is, could they get drunk? Could they dance? And what your dress look like?
Boom.
She was like, nobody. She was like, you don't remember the flowers. She like, nobody remember none of that.
Nope, because I don't remember.
People eat to keep from throwing up at wedding receptions. Let's just tell the whole fucking truth.
Or to kill time so that they don't look tacky leaving too early.
Exactly. So I was just, she's a child.
When she and you know what, when they had that conversation and she was like, you called me something that it's just so wrong. You
called me a diva. I don't know if I can trust you.
Spoiled. You called me spoiled and childish. I was like, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of on Married to Medicine when they got mad that what's his name? Toya husband.
Oh yeah.
When he called them niggas and they got mad. That's what it reminded me of. I was like, girl.
Right. And in response to that, she like told him fuck you and fuck out of my life and all kinds. I'm like,
he better than me because I would have left your ass after that.
Listen, I'd have been like, so I know that you perpetrate like you have money, but you really don't. So I went down to Marshall's and I got you some luggage. You don't want to carry it right now. We can send you.
First of all, she's running a weave business that her mother invested in that she doesn't have control over. You and your mama ain't got nan. Y'all don't have the range. Your mama weave, it is so ugly and nasty looking, and your wigs be terrible. So I'm just like, y'all don't, either of you have the range.
Nope.
You're begging your mother to let you have control of your weave business. Sweetheart.
Get that sink in.
Her and her sister, yeah.
She's a child. And like while I do believe that white man got some shit with him, I believe he's a little too mature for her.
Agreed.
Like he was just like, it's other things going on besides this wedding that could virtually paid for if you stay within your budget.
Right. She was
like everything. Listen, and he was like, honestly, you either need to stay within your budget or you need to call your dad and ask for more money because I'm not spending any more money on this shit.
Her dad said no.
He hit her with the nizzle.
He was like, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah, her dad was like, I'm good, love, enjoy.
She could have the wedding of her dreams for half of what her mom is giving her. Truthfully, she really could. She really fucking could, and that would include her having the dress of her dreams.
All right, her ass talking about, I don't feel I should apologize for wanting the wedding my dream. I'm like, okay, that's fine, sis, but you're gonna be broke. But good luck.
Listen, I don't have any desire to mix and mingle with 200 plus people on my special day. Like that's when you have that many people at a wedding, you're basically getting up to go to work, but in a fancy dress, because your whole day is going to be spent mixing and mingling with guests.
Yep.
Hugging, shaking hands, saying thank you for coming. Like it's so much. That's too much fucking work.
Yep. And to me, it just looks like everything goes back to what you're saying, Candace, about her being immature and being a child, because you're more concerned with the look and the aesthetic of the wedding than you are with the actual marriage.
Correct.
Like, all you care about is the wedding.
Definitely. And we called that when we was like, why is she marrying somebody that is kind of a deadbeat dad?
Correct. So,
listen, these Potomac women and they old white men, I guess.
About while we here, Ashley girl.
What? Wait, let me look at my notes because I don't remember Ashley.
Ashley extended that prenup, which okay, cool. That white man don't want no kids with you, Ashley, and you should have knew that when you married his old white ass. He old. He trying to retire and spend his money. Yep. He is not trying to start over in the kid department. Correct. And that is the God's honest truth. And so you got two choices: divorce and get that lump sum of money that was promised to you, or stick it out a little bit longer and get half his money and then go marry you a motherfucker that wants some kids with you. Because that old ass white man don't want no kids. Period. Correct. He don't even want to have sex because he don't want to risk getting you pregnant right now.
Right.
Ooh, Lord, the ghetto.
Ooh,
the ghetto. And I'm not even mad at him per se, but I do think he kind of a scumbag for telling her he would give her kids, and then he keeps like pushing her back and adding circumstances and situations to how he'll do it. And so I'm just kind of like,
objectively, yeah, that is trash. Objectively.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, after we open the restaurant up and it's successful, then we'll start working on having kids. Then it's okay, well, after you handle things better with your mother, then we'll start working on kids. Now it's let's take care of this prenup situation, and you need to prove you could be more mature, then we'll start working on having kids. It's like, you don't want no kids, sweetheart, and that's fine, but be honest with that girl, give her her money and send her on her way to get some young dick that want to have some kids. Because
I mean, her uncle pretty much summed it up. It was like, he don't want to have
a trophy wife.
He like having a trophy wife.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, trophy. What kind of trophy? What we talking about?
Participation trophy.
We talking about a miscongeniality trophy because she don't really
trophy.
Because she really don't have shit going for her.
What kind of
trophy? Is this talking about like a participation trophy?
Yeah. Like, what's it made out of? Like plastic?
Copper.
No. That's a lofty goal. I was trophy. Maybe not the best choice of words, but he was correct in his assessment. And I don't remember nothing else from Potomac. But I think it's collective, and I liked Giselle, but you've shown me that you are an evil, light-skinned lady with green eyes. So you and Robin can go to hell.
What's the child name? Finally trying to see Monique for what she is. What's the girl name?
Oh, Dawn
Sharice
from Invo.
Yeah.
Sharice. So I think Sharice is childish and overreacting. So for example, Jeremy, you and I are friends. If you introduce me, let's say you introduce me to Curtis, and then Curtis and I become friends because we've all hung out on multiple occasions or whatever. And you get an attitude about me and Curtis becoming friends, you a fucking weirdo.
That is correct.
Like,
I agree, but I think I kind of see it from both sides, because it's like, is she really being friends with these people, or is she using them for what she can get? And I could see how you might feel a way, because if we friends and I introduce you to Jeremy, and then the only reason that you ringing his line is because you're trying to get stuff out of him, because that can come back on me, and he'd be like, who is this bitch that's always trying to get me to donate money or this, that, and the other?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Monique, I feel like there's some levels to it.
I don't think that's what Monique was doing, because she even said, out of respect for Giselle, I've not invited this woman to stuff because I don't want to seem shady and I don't want to kick up no shit with Giselle. Like, imagine me inviting her friend's ex-wife to everything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's I mean, I don't know. I don't put nothing past Monique.
Yeah, I was just.
This is still the same lady that don't want to admit that she was drinking and driving and ditching.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I think it's a case of who it is, because it's Monique, and you can't put shit past Monique, because
and it's like,
even if, like this particular incident might, like you say, Candace, be an overreaction, but it's still Monique.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's at the same time, it's like, how much of that was true respect out for Giselle, and how much was, I just don't want no smoke with Giselle? Like, I don't know. I need to see a little bit more. I need to see.
I gotta see more. But Cherie said the same thing when Karen invited the girl to her fundraiser. She was like, that's shady. Like, she was like, that's my friend. She was like, that's my friend. And she was like, but Giselle is my friend. And because Giselle dates Sherman, I don't invite his ex-wife to stuff. So that's why I was kind of like, everybody got the same sentiment. They want this girl around. She's clearly good, cool people, but out of respect for Giselle, they don't invite her. But then when Monique and I can't think of her name, Dawn, is her name Dawn? What's the woman name?
What woman?
The Sherman's ex-wife.
Kylie, Kate, something with a K. I forget. Something with a K. Because they highlighted it when they did when they wrote the Bring Footage back, and it was something with a K. But I can't.
But remember when her and Monique was just hanging out one-on-one, and they started talking, and she was like, me and Giselle have been friends for years. We hung out, and they rolled back the pictures with them in pictures together multiple times. And she was like, Giselle used to ask me how the kids was doing, how Sherman was doing, how I was doing, and stuff like that. She was like, and then I found out through my son coming home and saying, Mommy, your friend be at Daddy's house all the time. She was like, that's how I found out Giselle was dating my ex-husband.
Yeah, because the last episode, they made it seem like they weren't friends or they weren't cool. It was just like, okay, I see her every now and then at the event, but now we find out like, no, y'all was actually like in the same circle chilling. And my thing is, all of this over ugly ass Sherman. That's
what's so crazy to me. And the ex-wife don't seem pressed at all, but I feel like Giselle knows she kind of in the wrong. That's why she made a big deal about Karen inviting the girl, because it's kind of like, bitch, you trifling now. Yep. The truth that came out, and you looking mad funny in the light your damn self.
Correct.
And please give Robin broke ass some friends or a checking account, a savings account. I don't know. Because a money market account, a Cash App, a Venmo, get us something. Because Lord, this child that sat up here and act like this women empowerment brunch was the next coming of Jesus. Child, it's a scam. You done scam them women to come drink mimosas and eat dry ass Belgian waffles. Now,
See, stop it.
Is that what they served?
it was brunch food. Yeah.
Oh, hey, girl, we could have went to. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, at least the thing Monique had, for one, she was being honored, and then she was bringing in people. She brought guests who would be willing to donate to the charity. So I was just kind of like, why are you so mad that people actually going to something that's for a good cause? We have no idea what this empowerment is about. They didn't show one.
Like, okay.
They didn't show one guest speaker. They didn't show one brand that was there. I was just like, girl, you had a day party. Just call it what the fuck it is, please. Thank you so much.
Little fan con.
The fan con.
Food.
Brunch con.
Brunch con. I was just
don't
like,
write
whatever.
that down for no show title either.
Brunch con. I still like Suffer.
Yeah.
Yo,
I told y'all
before we started recording, that was funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was on that week. But
last but not least, listen, we know that Karen Huger is a liar, but let me tell you one fucking thing you ain't gonna do to Mrs. Karen Huger. You not finna sashay your casually dressed ass up in her Alzheimer fundraiser and bring no smoke because baby security stopped them two hoes at the door. Security was like, who you here to see?
Right.
We're here to see Karen. Karen said you have to leave. Listen, Karen, I slid off the couch.
Listen, Karen said they not here for the right reasons. I was fucking screaming.
Imagine.
Karen knew. She knew. She seen them hoes walk up in there in leopard print blazers and jeans.
Walked in there with fucking food on their breath already. She's like, oh no, these heifers already ate. They got.
But how low of a bitch are you that you go to a fundraiser in honor of her deceased mother and start shit? Like, it's like, I feel like it's a time and place for everything. And as much as you old hoes hang out together, y'all was really finna come up in that fundraiser where her husband was there, her in-laws were there, friends and family were there, and they were dedicating this to his to her husband's deceased mother and to start some shit.
Yep.
Like,
that's a new level of trash.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
That shit made me look at Giselle and Robin really, really differently. Right. Like, I know they petty and I know they catty and shit like that, but just given the fact that you was willing to disrespect somebody's deceased mother in the name of somebody not coming to your empowerment brunch,
in the name of Miss.
It don't sound like women's empowerment to me, Robin. What is the
at
truth?
all?
What is the truth?
Sister, what is the truth?
Oh, we know what the truth is. You trash.
This ain't a dragon. This ain't mess. This a message. A message on what, bitch? Cause somebody didn't want to come to that brunch and drink them Andre Brute ass mimosas, girl.
Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Spumante. Oh, I was like, oh, Lord.
I'm gonna be honest. You're not gonna give me no message, and you sitting up here living in the house and sleeping in the same bed with your ex-husband. That's not what that's not what's gonna happen.
You know, it's just certain things in life I'm not going to accept. And a message.
You're not finna give me no message when you got scammed out of all y'all riches.
It's like you need,
because I got a message for you, bitch. Use discernment with your money.
You low key trying to scam to get riches back.
So, yeah, with these empowerment brunches, because again, like I said, she ain't highlight nan sponsor or brand or big name high rolling woman that was there to give tips on business and finances and wealth and growing your brand and shit like that. So I was like, girl, fuck you.
Who was it that said who we gonna write the checks out to? That part had me hollering.
That was Monique, but wasn't that they were talking about Karen.
That was talking about Karen.
Yeah, they were talking about Karen.
Yeah.
Karen was getting people together. She was like, y'all being some heifers right now. It's like, damn. Now, Karen, you still need to get that makeup together in them damn confessionals.
I was waiting on it, Kurt.
That makeup and them wigs, Karen, them wigs, child.
Them wigs.
Mm.
You looking like you looking like some baked chicken on the bottom part, how it look, and on the top when it's crisped up. You two-toned out here. Gotta get it together. Tighten up. You and Uncle Ben, tighten it the fuck up.
Cause Lord, them wigs don't say Black Bill Gates nothing, baby. Them wigs say bankruptcy.
Candace.
Those wigs tell a story, child.
Yes.
Tax trouble.
Them wigs say overdraft.
No, exactly. Those wigs say insufficient funds, baby.
Them wigs say bank fees.
Those wigs say card declined.
Withdrawal. Like, oh shit, girl. God damn.
Oh, child.
Woo.
Woo. Ah, I love us for real.
We are doing it.
Not the wig.
Huh.
Speaking of wigs, we can slide over to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta now.
Correct.
Listen, Tokyo know her limit. She was not finna get her big ass on nobody's horse.
And I was like,
she was like, I'm gonna just stay back and cook dinner for us.
Yeah, she's like, them horses can't handle me. I'm good.
That's my type of carrying on.
Exactly.
Know your limits. Tokyo,
even better, know the limits of other animals around you.
Yeah, Tokyo brought a robust message last week. Know your limitations out here.
Yep. I was like, you know what, Tokyo? Well done. Well done.
Now, I don't know why Erica Mena's raggedy ass stayed behind, but you know.
Writer.
Yeah, that definitely was scripted. It was just like
she tried to do too much, and Tokyo was like, "Oh no, sis, I don't do that with people I don't know." Thank you.
Right, because goddamn Erica Mena was telling her whole life story about how she.
And Tokyo was like, "Girl, I'm a virgin. Let's move on."
Yeah. Okay, so
can you hand me that fat back?
Also, is it just me, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but as Tokyo, the little that Tokyo was giving Erica, Tokyo basically said like, I'm a virgin because men are trash, or was it just me?
No, I remember she explained earlier in the season why she was a virgin. She just said she wants to have sex on her own terms, and she don't want to be pressured into it, and she don't want to regret it when she do it.
Because she was telling Erica, men when she get, men just creep her out sometimes, and I was like, well,
that's true.
So,
and the other part is, I like at first I was like a virgin girl, but as the season progressed, Tokyo gives me virgin vibes. Like she's she's insecure, but not like, it's kind of ain't had no good dick way.
Yeah, but she also young. Like I didn't realize she was only 23.
Yeah,
she's very young.
I didn't know.
That makes me wonder how old
Tobias is.
No, not Tobias, because her best friend, the one that's the crayon case lady, that lady.
Oh, her.
Yeah, I wonder how old she is. She's pretty young too. She might be younger than us. I don't know if she in her 30s.
I don't even know who you talking about.
She started she had the viral video where she was at Popeyes talking about, y'all need to leave them $5 big boxes alone for your heart stop. And she was at the drive-through window like, can I get a $5 big box, please? But she owns that makeup brand, the Crayon Case, that just kind of exploded onto the scene and is doing over $1 million in revenue. Shout out to that lady. I
don't know who you are, but shout out to you.
Yeah, she's supposed to. She's one of the headlining people at the Essence Fest. Now that's what I call women empowerment, Robin. Like how you just having an empowerment brunch at Cracker Barrel. Right. Fuck you.
Like here's this abandoned room in this convention center. Y'all come on in here, eat some Eggo waffles,
and be empowered.
And some freezer burn champagne,
bacon,
mimosas.
I hate y'all.
Robin, like, oh, my empowerment brunch. There go my Eggo. Anyway,
Woo!
grown show.
Oh God, I feel like we're gonna be shading Robin this whole episode, but I'm here for it.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Estelita, I want her to shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened where she doing all this big bad talking all of a sudden.
I just want to understand, at what point do she think Stevie gonna beat anybody ass over her when Stevie ain't fucked nobody up when they used to be disrespecting Jocelyn
and Mimi?
Right, and Mimi. So cause her ass was talking about wait till I'm gonna accept BK. First of all, boys know, as Curtis called him.
Bottoms know.
I've
upgraded.
I love how he told a blatant ass lie like he didn't call the woman out his goddamn name. Then they rolled the beam.
I'm not that kind of guy. Be the beautiful beam for this role.
And you are indeed.
Oh, okay, sure,
right.
Nigga, sure.
Right, go off. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, but go off, nigga. But okay. But yes, I want to know where Estelita has gotten this confidence, like she got hands. Like
all this smoke, like she won't get smoked, like Sid.
Right. Like she hasn't gotten smoked. So I am confusion. I don't get it. But yeah, I was kind of taken aback. Well, not really taken aback because I know niggas lie, but I was just like, so BK, you just gonna tell that bold ass lie?
I mean, he been lying all season, so I wasn't surprised at all.
That's true too.
And he immediately, I'm sure somebody brought to his attention how he acted, and so he was trying to clean it up because he didn't want to be known as that guy, that kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right. You remind me of a nigga on Twitter that'll be like, "Oh, I respect women," and then you go to his timeline and it's all just kind of bitches and hoes and all this kind of shit.
A bunch of hotep nonsense.
Right. But
speaking of nonsense, Sierra, I have a revelation for you. And I want you to understand that the reason that you and the horses had no synergy is because they realized that you had the same hair on your head that they have.
Listen, that horse was not here for seeing
that horse was like, get the fuck off. Okay, come on.
Come on, sound effects.
All right.
Oh, that's just the ice machine. Sorry.
Slime in the ice machine. Sorry, that's a Houston.
Come on,
high note.
Come on, vocalist.
No, because they used to have this news anchor, and that was his whole thing. Like when he went around, his report every day or every week would be slime in the ice machine, and he would highlight all the places in the city that had slime in the ice machine. But he dead.
Oh,
he's dead morning.
That guy.
Yeah,
that got dark.
R.I.P. Marvin Zindler. But that shit was funny as hell. Taco Bell. 16 slime in the ice was like, sir.
He was a professional at his craft.
He was. He looked a hot mess, surgery and whatnot. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about this.
Yeah, them horses were not here for Sierra.
Like, Sierra, I don't know why you riding me. Shit, you look like you need to be walking, trotting around like us. That was not nice.
But it was festival, so it's fine. It's fine.
Real quick, Young Jock. I have questions because he made a joke about being hung. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I could have sworn that Jock's nudes leaked, and I could have sworn that he got dragged for being the opposite of hung. Maybe I'm
little.
What I remember, he was getting dragged.
Yeah, his dick is little.
So when he was like, they called me horse hung, and I was like, who?
Who calls you that? Who's lying?
What?
And why are they lying?
That
he calls himself that. That's who.
I was like, what Helen Keller are you having sex with?
But we can't even say that because I don't Pussy ain't got no eyes. Pussy know whether or not the dick is big. So you just delusional. That's fine. It's okay. Maybe that's why he's so comical this season, because he's delusional. He's sipping from his own Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, hung you are not.
Them perms fucking his mental capacity up.
You almost got hung when you was playing games with that woman last season.
Yeah.
But you ain't hung between your legs. You ain't no tripod, my G.
At all. You are not a third leg lover.
Nope. And speaking of Carly, Carly
girl.
I'm just like, so my question was like, do we believe that she wants Jock, or do we believe that she trying to make Master Splinter's third son jealous? What is the truth?
Yes. I believe it's both. And Sean Garrett is like, I don't give a fuck.
Sean Garrett has bigger fish to fry. Did you see that head? He needs to get over. He needs to see the great people at Rogaine. He needs Shea Moisture. I don't know who you need to see, but you need to get that rug burn on your head the fuck together. You are too successful.
Correct.
To be out here looking like Tommy from the Rugrats.
First of all, you're too successful to be on this show.
That's
number one. And number two, if you're gonna be on here, you are also too successful to be out here looking the way that you look. At least on the head, because can't nothing fix that face, but at least you can get your hair together.
Like, just cut it off.
Yeah.
Cut. I mean, it ain't nothing there anyway. Just cut it the fuck off.
Yeah, a burnt patch of grass.
Yeah. Shit looking like fucking desert. Get that shit off your head, my G. What the fuck?
Look like if you were playing Final Fantasy or some shit and burnt some grass with a fire spell, it would be his hair.
It looked like every game load screen when it's like a barren landscape.
A wasteland.
Yeah. Like, you don't need to go out like this, Sean. You 260. I just
good luck.
But then again, you are trash. Like, maybe this is your karma for going up for BK.
Yeah, because I never forget that scene where he was like, when they was listing out how BK was trash and his ass was going like, I mean, we don't know all the facts. I'm like, nigga, the fact, like, trash of a feather got to stick together. I get it, but if you ain't looking to fuck stupid.
And that's just a PSA. True friendship does not mean supporting your friend through any of their bullshit. Like, you supposed to be calling your friends out so they're not out here looking the fuck stupid or being the fuck trash. That's what friendship is. Friendship
is not blind loyalty.
Woo. I don't even want to get into
friendship.
Because y'all do not know what.
Shade vomit.
Okay. Because I'm not getting into this. I'm not.
After the episode.
So
speaking of accountability, so Tommy, so Tommy is not only an alcoholic, but she's delusional to the fact that she is an alcoholic. And
which I don't think is uncommon, to be quite honest.
True. It's not uncommon. I think it's one of those things where it's like, you say you're not an alcoholic, and a lot of alcoholics are delusional, but it's like, Tommy, we have been watching you for several seasons. And for the most part, all you do is drink and fight.
Yep.
And
fight because you drink.
And right, and fight because you drink. So it's kind of like
and drink because you don't want to fight, which ends up making you fight because you're drinking.
Like, she just goddamn, Tommy, you just a tale of constant sorrow, beloved. Goddamn.
She got
that white man was asking the hard hitting questions. Okay,
that white man was like, I think you have a drinking problem, flat out. She's like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, girl.
I'm like, how? Prove. First of all,
there's nothing to prove. Either you are or you're not.
And second of all, Junior shouldn't your concern be, I don't know, getting better, getting sober?
Yeah, because she was kind of contradicting herself. Like, yeah, like everything she was saying was, I know I drink, I have a problem. But then when confronted with the actual language, it was, nah, you full of shit. I'm going to show you. It's like, well, which is it? Because right now, 2 + 2 is equal in Hachu.
Like, is it Uchi Wallet or one mic? Yes or no?
Shit, for her, it's an empty glass.
I never, that motherfucker mixed Hennessy and goddamn wine and took that shit straight to the head.
Oh,
I'll never forget that shit.
Nigga,
I was like,
I can't imagine.
Exactly.
I know my liver.
I don't really have much to say about Tommy because I'm just tired of her lying about being an alcoholic. Like, very rarely have we seen Tommy sober on that TV show, which says a lot because they do a lot of goddamn filming and recording, and a lot of the shit we do not see. So it's just kind of like, okay, girl, leave me alone, please.
Maybe the revelation with her mama will.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because her mama, which her mama a hand job in herself, but maybe, and we don't know the whatever complication, medical problem she got going on, but maybe this will be a light bulb for Tommy. Like, you need to get it the fuck together, sis.
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, speaking of getting it the fuck together, so so Kelsey, that's her name, Kirk oldest daughter.
Oh yeah, she in people business again. What the fuck, girl? You don't have nothing to do. Like in her early 20s, you don't have nothing to do. Bitch, it ain't no movies for you to see. It ain't no concerts for you to go to. What are you doing? Why are you always in people business?
Nah, Curtis, you going full uncle got me screaming.
I mean, I'm in my mid-30s now, so I'll own that because I'm the whole time I'm like, you don't have nothing to do. You're not in school.
How you
don't have no don't you need to be impressed working? You don't have no boyfriend to go waste time with. You ain't got no homegirls to chill with. You not on Snapchat shaking your ass. Nothing. This what you choose to do with you, sis. What are you doing?
How you pop up on the Poppy? That's what
First of all,
wasn't even a pop-up. That was scheduled.
Not even that. How do you schedule a meeting with a woman you just got done calling all types of bitches and hoes and telling your father to check they bitch, check your side bitch, check your baby mama, check that hoe, tell that hoe this, that. I'm just like, girl, performing, like trying to get a check.
Yep. Yeah. Because I feel like if you really wanted to see your brother, you could have been hit Jasmine like, hey, girl, I want to see my brother.
Let's be honest, because the way that little boy reacted, that was not the first time that they met.
Yeah. Because kids way too fickle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. That was not the first time that they met. That boy knew her. And I feel like they edited out when he said her name.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Which makes me kind of annoyed if that's the case. That means Kirk is coming around. So they keep trying to, first of all, you don't have to do very much to paint Kirk as a piece of shit.
Nope. All you got to do is turn on the camera.
But
now, granted, you're going to need a whole lot of light.
But exactly. But to keep painting him like a deadbeat and he not there for that kid when it's obvious that he likely is because he know them other siblings. That's kind of trash, Mona. Like,
yeah,
he had an outside baby on Rashida. You don't have to do more than that, to get people to look at him like the trash he is.
Right.
And then apparently, what we already knew to be true, you know, her and Kirk sleeping in the same bed and being lovey-dovey again at the ranch, and I was like, gross.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It pained me to say it, but Rashida, girl, fuck you, because you've been performing. It
paid me to see, because I'm like, this is clearly we already knew that, like all of this was script. Putting that tape on that damn TV, Cause ain't no woman in her right mind.
Well, Rashida woke up with a face full of makeup, so I was like, okay, this scripted.
Yeah, the whole time. I feel like that one scene though, when she had a face full of makeup, and Kirk looked like he just plopped up out the ground from being buried last week.
He always looked dead.
Yeah. I was like, well, if this ain't Night of the Living trash nigga,
right?
But Rashida, leave us alone. I want out of that marriage. I want out. I don't want to be a party to it anymore. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I want to be left alone.
Cause I mean, again, Kirk been cheating and doing all types of shit to Rashida for ages now, and
he gonna keep doing it. He not gonna stop. You think I'm gonna stop him from doing that? When all he got to do is go pretend in Texas at a ranch, please, he not gonna stop.
Right, and he know Rashida ain't gonna leave his ass, and that's why he keep doing. Well, that's partly why he keep doing the shit. The other part is he's just a trash ass nigga that's gonna do that anyway, because that's just how he do. But still, I'm like, Rashida, girl, leave us alone.
Yeah, and it's like, Rashida, why don't you just stand up in your shit and be like, "This my husband. I ain't going nowhere. Shit happens." Or do what the other people do. Do what the white women do. Be like, we have an agreement. We have an arrangement.
Yeah,
and then we could all be left alone.
Yeah.
Because clearly y'all got some kind of arrangement.
Yeah.
Because I don't see anything. You know what? I don't even want to get into it because I'm tired.
Yeah. Fuck all of them. Fuck that whole family.
Yeah.
Fuck the Frost family. I said it and I mean it.
Rashida, I know you brought all your wigs to the ranch, and I don't know why. She had every color wig.
Right.
During that stay.
She thought she was Donna on that scene on Black Ink when she had all that damn wig. She thought she was Donna. I'm like, shoot a girl, fuck you. So.
And I was laughing because that lad, when they were having that little two things, when they were having that little end of the trip the night before, when she thanked the staff. And they was all, them white people were looking uncomfortable. I was like, I hope that she gave them a big old tip because they tore that shit up.
Correct.
And also, Spice. You mentioned twerking, and I didn't see any from you or the white people.
I saw floundering.
Yeah.
It's not the twerking site, but you know, good luck.
For some reason, Spice kind of remind me of Francine from Arthur. I don't know why.
I can see it.
She looked like a puffer fish.
In the face or the body?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That is the correct answer.
Mm-hmm. So
she looked like a marshmallow with a rubber band around the middle.
Oh my god. That visual. But, but that's all I have for Love and Hip Hop. It was kind of a filler episode.
Yeah. Wait, the last thing, Carly, because Sierra went over there to talk to Carly. Carly talking about she wasn't being messy by telling Spice what Tokyo said. That is the definition of being messy. You could have kept it to yourself. And you knew that girl was not singling Spice out when she was like, fuck Spice, fuck this. So you knew she was mad at everybody and the whole situation. But you specifically singled out that she said fuck Spice and went and told Spice. So yes, you were being messy with your messy ass. And get them eyebrows together because I'm tired of you looking like a fucking jack-o'-lantern in your confessional.
She ain't never gonna get them things together.
It's like the messier she get, the higher the arch in her eyebrows. It's like, what is happening?
She gonna be looking like a creature of Westeros for the rest of her goddamn life.
Listen, she was in that confessional looking surprised for a solid 3 minutes, and I was like, the fuck? But anyway, I think that was it. Sierra, girl, bye. We know you're not going nowhere with BK, just like Rashida ain't going nowhere, so leave us alone.
All right.
and KK saw them kids. And she said, "This is the last thing." So KK, I want you to understand that you not wanting Sass to worry is one thing, but you lying still about Scrap coming home, that's not helping the situation.
At the fuck off.
Like she flat out was like, I don't want him to worry. Then she get to the park. Oh, he's supposed to be coming home soon. Girl.
Are you the fuck stupid?
Apparently. But we already knew that with that weird shit she be doing with Mama D.
Yeah.
Them dudes that should be hiring from Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She be going to that beard group hiring them niggas with the beauty filters.
Curtis.
Niggas with their eyebrows done.
Okay.
Their eyebrows.
Good luck.
Good luck. Speaking of good luck, we can trek on over to Chicago.
Woo-hoo! I've been waiting for this.
So I want to start by this, or with this, I should say. So whenever I hear from the first time I heard it, and every time I hear it, the song "Boss" from the Carters' new album reminds me of them fools so much. Especially that line when JC was saying something about you ain't no boss because when the invoices start coming in and stuff like that, I was like, that is these niggas to a T.
To listen. You know?
First, before we get there, let me say this. Ashley, I absolutely have no regrets about caring that you got cheated on. And it was proven by that little dramatic ass shit that you did on this last episode, bitch. Like, seriously.
Wait,
how do you leave your one kid and your kid is damn near screaming in tears and you riding off into the fucking sunset?
Oh, that was weird. And I was like, I'm assuming that 75% of that was scripted. Because I'm like, you're not just gonna pop up and be like, okay, we're gonna meet up because I'm headed out of town.
Okay, take the kid.
I'm gonna leave the oldest kid with you. He had to have known that he was keeping that little boy. So that whole scene was weird to me. Like, that's the thing about these shows, like, especially with Black Ink Chicago, there's enough material to work with. Y'all don't need to script this stuff. The other shows, we get it. These hoes been together for so long, they don't have no more drama. So y'all got to create drama and bring in new bitches. But like that situation between her and Dawn is dramatic enough. Y'all don't have to script it.
Yeah.
But that was weird. And I was like,
with that situation, I agree that I still don't care that she got cheated on, but I also don't care about Dawn. So I'm like, both of y'all need to leave us the fuck alone. Because it's that thing with Don, and I'll tell you why I really don't give a fuck about Don either, because he doing that same shit that Van did last season with that whole because it was Van had got caught up and did some stupid shit, and then he all of a sudden he tried to be woke for a minute talking about black fathers and black sons, and Don did that same shit, because if you hadn't got caught cheating, you wouldn't even be bringing this shit up. So it's like, it's fuck Ashley, but it's fuck you too, Don. I don't go.
Not only that, but we're not gonna act like your kid being in another state is the same as your kid not having a father at all.
Right. So it's like
I get it. The physical aspect is a huge factor, but that don't mean that child does not have a father. Like, let's not be dramatic.
Right. It's like you doing all these dramatics, and again, if you really cared about your family, you should have kept your dick in your pants. Now, again, I don't care that Ashley got cheated on because she trash too, but I also don't give a fuck about you either, Don. So it's like both of y'all can go. I don't care.
Don is like Kirk. He ain't gonna never keep his dick in his pants, but that's neither here nor there.
Exactly.
Shout out to Ryan. Ryan is doing a motherfucking thing. He was like, I'm hiring interns. He has Charmaine's ass seething.
Listen, before we even get there, listen. The start of the goddamn episode, shout out to fucking Four, because Four had said the hard hitting questions. If y'all don't fuck with Ryan and Ryan don't fuck with us, then why the fuck y'all so pressed about everything that Ryan do and got his name and y'all motherfucking mouths.
And it's not even y'all, it's Charmaine. And then because she's so loud and boisterous, she get Van hype and Lily start to get hype. And it's like, if Charmaine would mind her business, and I'm like, why are you following Ryan? Why are you checking up on him on social media if you don't care?
All right, Charmaine, girl, go to hell, because if it's fuck Ryan and all this and that again, why you? It goes back to what Curtis in your random ramblings. If you are so unbothered, beloved, then why are you bothered about Ryan Henry? Because it seems like one of these two things is not like the other.
Yeah. The truth is not being shared. It's not being lived.
So, well, first of all, let's just talk about this. They went to that tattoo convention and only 2 people was working.
And I'm not gonna lie, I feel that 4 and Don on purposefully had shit to do because they already knew Ryan was there because they still cool. And and 4 and Don didn't want no shit.
Yeah. So let me just say, now it might just be me, but maybe y'all see it too. 4 and Don don't seem to want to have anything to do with working in a shop with Van and Lily. Like 4 and Don did not seem pressed at all that the shop was closed. They was like, I mean, the shit closed. Like, find something else to do.
Because, I mean, from what it looked like, I mean, 4 has his music, and it seems like Don can Pierce to do whatever the fuck he do any other time. And like I said, we know they still cool with Ryan.
No, I feel like they think that, I feel like they know that Van and Lily and Charmaine and Danielle don't have good business practices. And they don't want to work with them. Like, I dead ass believe that 4 and Don want to be wherever Ryan is. Because that's where the money is at.
Yep. That's where the exposure is. That's where the work is. And we know they don't have good business practices because what was the first thing out of Lily drunk ass mouth? Oh, we don't need no bosses. We all got to be equal. That's not how you run business.
Listen, literally in the same damn scene, these motherfuckers talking about we need structure. And they asked talking about all of us should be equal, no bosses. Having a boss is literally what the fuck structure in a business acumen means. Like, what are y'all okay? No, the fuck y'all not. And that's why it's suffer. Because this shit is going, because what's the next episode? Next episode, we finally gonna get to when Lily beats Charmaine.
Lily wore Charmaine ass out in that preview. I was crying.
So, about Terrence lying about letting Velvet suck his dick.
Listen, so DuckTales was like, so listen, I want the truth. And his ass was stumbling and bumbling, lying like shit.
Listen, I don't like Danielle at all, but she played that marvelously. I was in here crying because goddamn Terrence was looking like a deer in hell. Like
he was, but I don't give her too much because you sat up there cooking that food and shit, wasting time. You should have been sitting on the couch with your wine in your hand, like you was in waiting.
You should have just called them the fuck out,
right? Like all of them kissing them on the cheek and all that bullshit. Girl, bye.
Like this a Tyler Perry movies and shit. Like you finna set this nigga up and then go in for the kill. I mean, also
I watched that scene and I was like, who you think you are, Gabrielle Union in every movie?
What? Hello. Diary of a Mad Black. Hey, Diary of a Mad Black Duck. I don't know. Good.
I know she'd be like Uncle Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge.
How come he don't want me?
How come he don't love me no more?
He said that he didn't, but I think he did. Uncle Scrooge.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, Curtis. Can you imagine? No, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But yes, I'm like, this shit is destined to fail. Like, none of y'all have the range to talk about anything. And Van fat ass talking about with nobody else a boss. That was how it was supposed to be in the beginning. Is it?
Is it? Because why was everything in Ryan's name if that was the case?
Right? Is it?
That's why y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. That's why building management is charging y'all probably 3-4 times as much to renew that lease because they know y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing.
Mm-hmm. And we know Big Fish stepped in and put up that money, but still, the point remains
because y'all went to the tattoo convention to raise money, and again, only 2 people were doing tattoos.
And Charmaine Danielle was out there like somebody outside of CVS begging for change,
being worthless as they always are.
Oh, do you want a tattoo? That one lady looked at them like, I'm good, love, enjoy.
She looked like them white ladies that be calling the police for no reason.
Correct. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm saying, like, if she would have called the police on them 2 in particular, I wouldn't have been upset because fuck them. But
I wouldn't have cared. I'm just saying, like, and like what's so crazy is like Ryan don't even be doing shit. If they would mind their business, they wouldn't have no run-ins with Ryan. They make it their business to try to get at Ryan, and then they always end up storming out.
That's what I was gonna say, because that whole thing was, again, Charmaine's doing, because what does Charmaine, she riled everything, because I feel like Charmaine thinks that Van can beat Ryan up. Yeah. And so she always trying to rile him up to go at Ryan, but Van a big so
what's crazy to me is that they constantly underestimate Ryan, not realizing that birds of a feather flock together. Van caught a gun charge. Ryan and left bullet holes in the old shop. Ryan not really somebody who bad side I want to be on.
Correct.
And they underestimated because he pretty. He a fine ass pretty motherfucker. And they don't think he won't no smoke. But I'm just like, y'all do remember what Ryan was doing before that tattoo shit, right? Y'all do remember why his sister gave him the money to open that shop so he could get his ass out them streets. Because Ryan was doing a lot in them streets before he started tattooing, which is how him and Van became friends. And then, which is how him and Ford linked up. All them niggas was in the streets.
Which is also why, because Van big emotional Carl Thomas mystery machine built ass was crying, talking about I'm supposed to be I was your day one. Correct. Which is why Ryan is like, fuck you, because as Ryan said in the other episode when you was up there dressed like Mary J. Blige, you went with them outside hoes over him. And now you mad.
Everybody, people like one of my followers was like, Ryan on some sucker shit. I was like, some sucker shit for what? They chose Cat, and I'm not even mad that I understand. Van could have stayed neutral. Let's just say that. Van didn't have to take Ryan's side. Van didn't have to take Cat's side. Van could have minded his business.
So let's lay it out and let's tell the truth, because the truth of the matter is, y'all chose Cat, and Cat left y'all high and dry.
Oh, yeah. Listen,
Cat ain't nowhere to be found.
Well, not even that. Charmaine and Danielle was trying to beat Cat the fuck up the season before last. They was fighting with each other. They wasn't even friends.
They stayed.
Let's talk about that.
And getting beat up.
And they was mad at Ryan for not putting Cat out the shop and letting her take her shit upstairs to tattoo. Remember? And still having the booth down there. Then again, Van, you was the fucking jail for all of this. So you could have got your ass out of jail. You could have seen with his side, her side. Then you could have been like, hey, y'all either fix this shit or just leave each other the fuck alone.
This is what Van should have done, because we talked about accountability earlier. And even us on this show have said, like, yeah, Ryan, how he moved and how some of his choices in that situation with Cat and shit, it was wrong. And again, being a friend, because that's what Ryan and Van was, friends. Being a friend is like, look, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but I'm also gonna let you know where you wrong, and then sit there and eat my food. That's what Van could have done. Van could have been like, okay, dog, okay, Ryan, like, I love you, bro, but this is where you fucked up here, and this was fucked up, and this was wrong. But I'm also not gonna throw you under the bus and also fuck up my own money. I'm gonna tell you the exact points where you wrong, but I'm also going on the other extra shit. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and eat my food. But he didn't do it.
Imagine going against your day one for some bitches that you ain't even fucking. Okay.
Listen, okay.
I mean, not that that's the end all be all or the scale, but I'm like,
imagine imagine going against your day one over a motherfucker that you wanted him to fire. Like what?
What? Yeah.
My, how the tides have turned.
Whole shop didn't have problems with Kat in the past, which is what led to her leaving the shop. Her issue with Ryan had nothing to do with Kat leaving the shop. It was because everybody was mad that she was tattooing outside of the Nine Mag brand and calling herself Kat Tat and shit like that. So it's just kind of like Kat's whole reason for not being in the shop is y'all. And y'all mad at Ryan because after they did what they did and the shit didn't work out, he was like, cool, stay out. Like, you don't have no place in the shop. For real. You ain't been working here. You don't need to work here. These niggas is retarded. And so then here go Lily snot mouth, tamale face ass. Y'all run over to Ryan and talk about we need to talk. Ryan like, what's up? Why you didn't tell me? I never said nothing other than fuck you. You was just on last season calling him a princess and all kind of shit and jumping in situations that had nothing to do with you.
Right.
Girl, Lily girl, fuck you.
I thought
and Ryan and Ryan was like, I don't care about none of that. I got the fuck up out of there. I did what I had to do. Fend for yourselves. Y'all bosses, boss up.
Bosses, boss up.
I feel like
nothing else to say because okay, Lily, shut your ass up.
Go tattoo, bitch.
I feel like people, and I don't watch it live anyway. So, well, I watch it live, but anyway, I don't really be seeing what people say on social media. But I feel like people are more or less just looking at the Kat Ryan situation and not the totality of everything that has been going on in that shop and how the motherfuckers been treating Ryan. That's why people are still on some on social media are like, fuck Ryan and he on some sucker shit. Cause
you know why? Because those are a bunch of people that don't respect people. So they don't see the stuff that they were doing to Ryan as disrespect, because that's typical behavior for them.
You know what really fucked me up when Charmaine was like, okay, so what if we had problems with each other? We could have worked that shit out. No, we couldn't. Y'all was not only was y'all disrespecting me, y'all was disrespecting my shop. Y'all was disrespecting my authority. When y'all was dead wrong, y'all wasn't willing to be accountable for that. And the last straw was y'all feeling like y'all could talk out y'all neck to my girl. I don't have no space for no shit like that. Not mad could go. And so again, I feel like my insider tips when it come to the Black Ink Chicago could be trusted. Because when Ryan said last season, watch shit change, I'm about to get control back of my shop, I knew something was about to happen. Like, I was like, damn, he about to close Nine Mag down. And he sure the fuck did close Nine Mag down and reopened it elsewhere on his own terms and conditions.
Listen,
like Ryan's not playing that shit this year. Like, I feel like he really sat down and fleshed out a contract where he appears on the show, but they don't have any control of his new shop whatsoever.
Which I'm here for, because all it's gonna do is prove the point. Like, look at how Ryan is transitioning and like how he's getting to the money and all that shit, and then look at this mess of whatever the fuck was left of the old Nine Mag. Like, it's just gonna prove the point. And like I said, I feel like people are just looking at that situation from last season and not the totality of, the disrespect that they've shown Ryan and shit. Even if you want to go to last season outside of that cat shit, them motherfuckers
was disrespecting him before Kat came back.
Right. So it's like, and I think it's also one of them things on Twitter where it's kind of like, they see that, I mean, Ryan pretty much essentially cheated, for lack of a better word, on Rachel, and it's just like whenever they see Ryan, it's like fuck him. Which, okay,
I mean, it's not. I mean, again, like It's this remind me of like with Jay-Z and Beyonce. If Rachel forgave him and took him back, I'm not about to break my neck to be talking crazy to this man about him cheating on a woman that ain't me. Yeah, it's not my circus, not my clowns. I mean,
that's crazy.
Just fuck it for me.
Imagine having smoke for a nigga that cheated on somebody and you don't know any other parties involved personally.
And they back together.
I mean, whether they back together or not, but just imagine carrying that smoke. Couldn't be me. Ain't me.
Won't be me.
Also, I think it's because Ryan isn't like Ryan is pretty much like I said what I said. I think it also rubs people the wrong way about how he moving. But it's like, I mean,
he moved like a hood nigga.
Pretty much. I mean,
he don't even, to me, it's not even hood nigga. To me, it's just fed up nigga.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, because if you think about it, in business, people do that shit all the time. People from all walks of life.
Yeah.
That ain't no hood moving. That's just I'm tired of you bitches moving.
Ryan just don't care. And I moved on from the situation. Y'all kept saying I was the problem. I removed myself. Here's y'all opportunity to do y'all boss shit. But yeah, like Forrest said, why y'all care? Y'all still fucking mad. And instead of trying to get the shop open and do what you need to do, you worried about what Ryan doing. Because Ryan shit moving. Mm-hmm. Yours not. So I was just
next episode look like he gonna get Junior to manage his shop.
That fat nigga gonna tell Ryan, shut the fuck up talking to me. Ryan was like, nigga, bye. And that nigga gonna storm out screaming like a kid having a temper tantrum. Should punch that bitch in his face.
Like, you ain't gonna slap nobody.
You ain't gonna do shit, you fat bitch. Have a coronary. With them little them little T-Rex ass arms.
Boy, yo, I was looking like, how the fuck short is Van?
That and that weirdo shit he did to his daughter going on a movie date. Like, listen, I don't like those type of dads.
I'm like, so did this nigga just watch Bad Boys 2 again? Because he literally pulled that shit out of that movie with a bunch of swole niggas.
Well, and not only that, you're not going to stop your daughter from fucking by doing that. But how many dads have tried that? And the crazy part is them kids ain't had that on their mind. They was going to the fucking movies.
Well, I mean, but let's be honest. The whole scene was written because nobody could keep a straight face. So
yeah,
the shit.
The boy was just laughing that shit off.
That's how I knew. I was like, okay, if he was really intimidated, he wouldn't be laughing, and it wasn't no nervous chuckle. He could not keep a straight face.
Because he didn't care. Because he been... God forgive me. There's nothing wrong with teenagers being sex positive and understanding what sex is and the consequences behind it and protection and getting tested and this, that, and the third. But you are not going to stop teenagers from having sex. Nobody in the history of history has stopped teenagers from having sex when they're ready to start having sex.
Imagine
that little nigga was skinning and grinning like they already having sex.
Imagine being intimidated by a bunch of niggas that cheat on their women about not having sex with this girl because that's your daughter. Okay,
the ghetto. Okay. And it's always, well, not always, but it's usually fathers and men like that be like, imagine trying to strike. And imagine trying to strike fear in the heart of a little boy for doing what you doing on somebody that you don't took vows with. Imagine.
Section 8.
But not the projects.
The PJs.
Never mind. I almost said something problematic. Never mind. But speaking of intimidated. Shout out to our queen, Rachel.
Oh.
Rolling up with the should there be smoke? Listen, I wish you would have punched Charmaine right in her motherfucking face.
No, Rachel rolled up like, should there be smoke? It's going to be from my gun.
Listen, she was like
right here. The bitch is here.
The bitch is here. She was like, I don't give a fuck what went on. Y'all disrespected family. I don't fuck with y'all. And Charmaine ass talking about, go ahead, Kurt.
No, I was just saying, I was expressing my
appreciation.
My appreciation for that part. Go ahead.
But yeah, and then Charmaine. First of all, Charmaine, just because your ass got you know, your little natural hair and think you're hot shit, you still built like a box.
That shit ain't natural. That's straw.
Thank you, Frank.
Hey, in the middle of the ball.
Rachel will beat you the fuck up, or shoot you, cause the whole time
that's not a woman you want to smoke with. I'm sorry.
The whole time Charmaine was like good, and then Rachel looked at her like, okay, so what's up? She was ready, cause y'all did y'all notice when soon as Charmaine said that shit, they panned over and Rachel stepped forward like, what's up? Did y'all catch
and Charmaine shut the fuck up.
I'm like, this ain't what you want, Charmaine, and we know it. You got beat the fuck up.
You know it.
You got beat the fuck up by Cat, which is embarrassing enough in itself. So you don't want to fuck with motherfucking Rachel. And I like how also Van that bitch and this, that, and the third that Van let out when he walked off. We see he didn't say that shit in front of Rachel, because that shit would have been misinterpreted to be aimed at Rachel. You been smoked like Keely, but turned into some goddamn Vienna sausages with your fat ass. Fuck you, Van. But I just, suffer. I'm just happy that they suffering, because y'all sat there and turned on this nigga for a bitch with big guns that left y'all high and motherfucking dry.
Listen, in the confessional, when Ryan said you knew you was disrespectful, you knew you wasn't loyal, you knew you didn't have my back, it's been fuck me, right? So do what you got to do. I had to rewind the shit and write that down.
Right. Because that's the other thing. Like, if it's, again, like Four said, if it's fuck Ryan, then why y'all worried about this nigga? Because there was no reason for them to go over. If they truly don't fuck with Ryan, there was no reason for them to go over that with his and bother his set. There was no reason at all. No reason at all. Then y'all mad
because Lily went over there by herself. Y'all went over there and inserted yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to smoke. And let's be honest, the reason why Van and Charmaine reacting the way that they are is because they not getting a reaction from Ryan that they want.
Yeah.
But guess what? That ain't nobody's problem but y'all's. It damn sure ain't Ryan's and Rachel's. He done went and hired him a whole set so that he could appear to have his shit together for that tattoo convention. And I said, look at him making boss moves, because perception is key.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the tattoo game.
Perception is key. He did exactly what the fuck he needed to do.
Hell yeah. He went and got a bunch of artists that he's worked with, like from other conventions, or that he was a guest artist at they shops. They came through. But that's what happened when you build connections. Those motherfuckers been sitting in that shop partying and doing all kind of dumb shit all these fucking seasons, and Ryan been actually working.
Yep.
This the first tattoo convention I ever seen these motherfuckers at.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because
when Ryan was at that convention last season, they was too busy firing the new receptionist and talking shit to her.
Mm-hmm.
And Junior was the only one that went.
Yeah, and then that's how they find Cobra.
It was Junior, Ryan, and Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan was because Cobra was like, I want to talk to you, big dog. I need my job back.
All right. And we see she ain't on here. She's like, listen, let me know when
I'm going to get money. Let me know when y'all ready to get money. I hope we see this season that he bring Cobra to his new shop. The way he trying to get Junior to be his new manager.
Because if I was Cobra, and maybe it's just me being petty, I'm not going to work in no shop called Loyal Inc. or Loyalty Inc. That shit is so fucking lame.
Hell no. They don't even want Cobra there. The only reason Cobra is at that shop, they spent all season trying to get Ryan to fire Cobra last season, until Don was like, man, fuck y'all. Cobra going through some shit and y'all sitting up on y'all high horse talking shit.
Right, ganging up on her.
Because he got Danielle.
Because Charmaine and Danielle wanted her fired.
Mm-hmm.
The two bitches that
for losing the watch. That's hilarious. They wanted her fired, and then her ex-bitch fucked her boyfriend. I mean, her fiance.
When you do counter.
Karma, she is a messy bitch.
When you do hate and bitchery.
Right. When
And
you
speaking of, when Daniel, I don't know much about algebra and I don't know much about jewelry. But when Danielle took that ring off, I was like, is that one of them rings you get in one of them little arm machines when you put the quarter in and you got to maneuver this shit over?
listen, that ring was the fuck sad.
I'm like, maybe that's like the fake ring for filming purposes because that shit looked like costume jewelry. Maybe it was just me. Maybe because I don't like Danielle. I was like, that ring ugly.
Nah, that ring was ugly. No, it went on top of the fact that you justifiably don't like Danielle. That ring was ugly shit. I mean, let's call it a spade a spade.
I mean, honestly, it's just fuck Danielle. Period. Dot.
Oh, holy shit!
Uh-oh.
I just realized what Danielle looked like, but I cannot say it on the show. I have to save it for after. Holy shit!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
Hashtag keeping an iMessage moment.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. Discernment, friends. Discernment.
Yes, but we'll come back to it. But yeah, I just really don't have no energy for anybody. And again, shout out to Don and for I'm glad Candace brought that up. That Don did that last episode. I mean, last season, because whenever them motherfuckers get to being too messy, Don and goddamn Four will throw some shit and just blow up.
They will Hulk out when the shit gets to be too much.
Well, they get to be too.
Because Four through that chair, I was like, oh, shit getting serious.
Right. And you know what? It's you could kind of see it coming, but I thought he was just gonna Hulk out. I didn't think he was gonna throw the goddamn chair.
Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna slam that chair on that table like that. Like, boy, you gotta pay for that shit. You better calm your ass down.
Listen, when he did it, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
I was like,
all right, Four, you better give us $400 for that stool. You just fucked up.
Right, because I'm like, Ryan done closed down the shop and y'all ain't got no. So I'm like,
and Four, you ain't no established artist. It's costing you money to do your music, so you need every penny.
Speaking of, again, this is why you motherfucker, because we see the preview for next week and we see how and why that Lily gonna beat Charmaine the fuck up.
She whooped that.
Y'all dumbass is gonna try to make goddamn Danielle a motherfucking artist. This bitch don't even know how to reception good. What the fuck are you doing?
Lily was, and that's the thing. I saw it immediately. It's like, okay, everybody is on equal footing, and then but y'all gonna have a problem when somebody say, okay, I hired such and such, and that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Mm-hmm. And Charmaine gonna, I can already see Charmaine gonna feel away. Well, Charmaine and Danielle, and that's why Lily gonna be on the fuck up.
Fucking her the fuck up. But
listen,
I don't have nothing else for
that preview takes me down every time. Lily
every time I cry.
Lily beat her ass.
You fucked her up, but
her ass.
It's what you deserve.
It's what you know. But yeah, that's all I got for That's all I got for Black Ink, suffer. That's really all I got for, everybody. I mean, they have their issues, but at least as far as it come to Ryan and stuff, I don't really have no smoke for Dawn and Four in that regard as regards to Ryan. But the rest of them suffer.
They being real diplomatic. You can tell that they don't want no smoke. They don't have no smoke. So yeah.
Right. They don't have no smoke. It's just, but the rest of them suffer. It's what y'all deserve, because fuck y'all.
Yep.
Pretty much. And fuck Loyalty Inc.
With that shit sound like a scam.
Don't it remind you of Vector knives?
Yes.
Vector tattoos.
You beat me to it, Curtis. Money mark the tattoo.
Scam likely tattoos.
Show title. But
well, friends, I don't have nothing else. I'm looking forward to the first beat the fuck up of Black Ink Crew Chicago.
Yes, it'll be a well-deserved beat the fuck up.
Still a little surprised that it's coming from Lily, but
mm-hmm.
Win in Rome, I guess. Win in Mexico. You know what? I knew I
And
should have said that, and it came out anyway.
it's fine. It's fine. I mean, in fairness, it's not the worst thing you said.
I mean, she is Mexican, so whatever.
Yeah, it'd be all right. I mean, you know, it's fine.
Cartel don't get her first.
That's why she fighting so hard.
Look, that's why she's so concerned about it.
I cannot go back. I have to make this work.
Look, that's what, you know, before we go, is it just what, you know, never mind. We'll see. We'll see next week. But that's it. Candace, do you got anything?
No, don't be ugly and don't be stupid, but a lot of y'all, never mind. Have a good week, everybody. A lot of y'all are ugly, regardless if you try or not.
Have a good week. We're recording this on Sunday. Y'all probably gonna be hearing this Monday. The BET Awards are happening.
I'll have my hot takes ready for that next week.
That is correct. I will have my hot takes. And yeah, so we're gonna be out of here. Be a greater hoe, not a hater hoe. Don't be weird, don't be ugly, but you know, good luck everybody. And Curtis, take us out with a benediction.
This week's benediction is: when summer comes, so should you, but just make sure the AC is on.
Oof.
Nasty.
All right. And with that, we are out, y'all. Bye.